Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to chemistry lesson number 4. And this is our third lesson on elements. Okay, so today we're going to be doing something pretty fun. We're going to be memorizing the elements, and then we can play some bingo. And you can play bingo at home, either by yourself or with family members as well. Okay, so I've included also a bunch of bingo cards in the PDF. I've included 4 of them. If any parents or guardians need to have more of them because there's more family members than just 4, please feel free just to email me. I have a lot of these generated, and so I can just email them to you directly. Okay, a special shout out to Mahadir and also to Nicholas, who have been emailing me pictures of their completed homework. Okay, so thank you so much for that. It's totally optional because I know that everyone has different access to technology, but if you would like me to, or if you would like to, you can actually take pictures of your completed homework and just send it to me by email, and I can mark it for you. Okay? Okay, so let's get on with this. So first of all, I have emailed you as well a paper copy, or sorry, a Word document, okay? Feel free. There are 24 elements that I want all students to memorize, okay? Feel free, parents, if you would like to add more to this and just kind of make it more fun, or if you feel like your child can actually handle it, please feel free to add more. You can just look them up. Any of the other common ones that you think would be cool for them to memorize, feel free to have them do that. Okay, and so the students are very used to doing this. In class, we've often have envelopes, and these things are all cut out. Okay, so first maybe you can make 2 copies actually, because I think you'll need a good copy as well. If you don't have a printer at home, what I would recommend that you do is just obviously have this available on your computer or your phone. You can look it up if you need to, but you can very easily, and this is good for just practicing your writing, practicing the spelling of all of these elements. So you could practice this by writing these out on pieces of paper, cutting them out, and you can still do this matching activity, okay, even if you don't have a printer, because I know a lot of you don't, okay? It'll obviously take a little bit longer, but it's still a really good activity, actually, okay? So put down the word aluminum, and then on a separate other piece of paper that's kind of small or whatever, write down capital A, L, okay? And then do that for all of these different items, okay? So something to make note of is the fact that, as we've discussed and as you've seen from some of the videos, a lot of these elements have the symbols for these elements are things that don't come that intuitively, okay? So something to get confused by when you're memorizing these things is that carbon is C, but calcium is Ca. The problem is that they both start with Ca, calcium and carbon, right? But only one of them is Ca and the other one is C, okay? There's also chlorine and copper. So I put these in alphabetical order on purpose, according to the name. Actually, it would be good if they should have put it in alphabetical order according to the symbol. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Okay, so there's Al, which is aluminum, and then silver is Ag. Okay, so that seems really weird, doesn't it? And then sodium is Na. So there's a bunch of N ones, right? So there's nickel, there's nitrogen, and there's also sodium. These are all starting with N in terms of the chemical symbol. Okay, so there's a lot of little areas for confusion. Okay, and then potassium, I always think of bananas, and I think bananas are okay. Okay, anyways, I don't know. Just think of some way of memorizing these things, okay? It will be just really great for you to know these, because sometimes even on ingredient labels or nutrition labels on your food, they sometimes don't say the chemical's name or the element's name. Sometimes they just list them as the chemical symbols. And so you're going to be a better and a smarter consumer even by knowing these symbols. Okay? Okay, so uh, just take a few moments, try to memorize these as best as you can, look this over, review it, okay? Then cut out or have your little cards available, all separated, and then you can try your best to match up these 24, and then you can just check yourself by looking at the answers, okay? Or have a parent or guardian check it out. Okay. Another fun way, if you'd rather do that afterwards, is to actually just play some bingo. Okay. So I've made these element bingo cards so you can practice them both ways. Okay. So you can either, um, if you have it printed out already, if you have it printed out and then you've cut these out, you can just put them into two stacks. You can put all of the elements names in one stack and then all of the element symbol names in another stack. And then first you can try by do the first style of bingo where you're going to play and you just choose from the element symbols, and then you can just draw them. You turn them upside down or something like that, and then you can draw them out like that. And then you can just decide what you want to do. Do you want to have one horizontal line, any horizontal line? Do you want to do something like, X, okay? And then I've made several of these so that you and your family members can play together, okay? So there's 4 included. Okay, 4 bingo cards of each type included. Okay, so this is with the element names, and then the last 4 are just the element symbols. So then now you practice backwards. You've practiced first recognizing the symbol, and then you can choose out. You can memorize what the names are, and then now you go backwards. You can choose from the other stack where it has all the element names, and then from the element names you have to recognize the symbols. Okay, so have some fun with this with your family members. Again, if you don't have a printer, no worries. You can look at the PDF, right? And you can just mark it off somehow, okay? Maybe you can save it as a JPEG and just use the application Paint, okay? You can take a screenshot of it or something like that, okay? And then just mark them off on your phone or something. Okay, so there's different ways of doing this, or if you want to, you can just copy down the PDF onto a piece of paper and you can go from there. Okay, feel free to use markers like you can physically mark it on the paper itself, or if you want to be able to reuse them for several rounds. So in class, we often do like the first round is a horizontal line, the second round is any vertical line, right? And then, so if you want to be able to reuse these, you can always use things like coins, or you can even just cut up little pieces of paper and then cover them up, okay? Cover up the names. Okay, so please have some fun with this. And what you can do after is, after you've practiced a little bit more with the bingo, then you can go back and do the matching cards, and you'll probably be even better at it. Okay, so I think this would be a really, really fun family activity, and everyone in the whole family can learn something, and either way, it's just really fun. Okay, and if you're still having trouble memorizing it, it doesn't even matter, right? Like, you can just have this available and see if you're right or wrong. And it's like a low stress way of practicing that's really, really fun. Okay, so hope your whole family or you by yourself even can have a lot of fun with this. Okay, and have a little bit of fun while learning. Okay, so that's today's lesson. So try your best to memorize these, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing, let me just think. Actually, I don't even remember. It might be a continuation of elements, or it might be something different. Okay, take care, everyone. Hope you have a great day today. It seems like it's really sunny outside today. Bye-bye.